Okay, it's more Prince of Persia. I really need to stop coming back here in between recording at the end of a recording session because I never remember what I was actually doing when I come back the next day. The Tower of Silence, that was it. And I could, yeah, travel? I was doing the stuff over here with the stuff. Um, I'm guessing we have to go up this way, right? I seem to have cleared out the other directions. Anyways, welcome back to Prince of Persia. If this is your first time, you might want to look at the playlist in the description below and get caught up. We are very deep in the game. I feel like this is, by process of elimination, got to be the last major area. There's some sort of thing we do over here at the end, obviously, because I found the big gate that I can't pass through over there without the king's key, which is why we're over here. Also, you don't have to right now, but if you get midway through, I'll remind you at the end. But like, subscribe, YouTuber, dribble, so on. So yeah, up here we've not been up here. Speaking of things I forget in between sessions, what is the grapple button? Why did I want to grapple over here? It's like where the kid would sell me a map normally. I haven't been up here though. It's a little strange. Yeah. I remember someone told me there was a bug at some point with parts of the map not completely being accurate with whether you've been there or not. That's a big boy. Oh, screw you. That hitbox wasn't that big. Can't fool me. Oh, you have a box full of guys. It's an interesting choice. I may choose not to engage with you. Now, if I go down there, I'm going to have to engage with him. Is it a case of can't block it, or did I just F up the timing? I feel like that sort of sniper reticle thing has come up before where I could not block it. I'm above that spot, but still nothing down there. Oops. Today on platforming. Okay, I'll bite. What's up here? It's just a shortcut of the other thing that was over here. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's a come from the other side situation. Yeah, that's definitely a come from the other side situation. Oh, stop with your stupid ice lost soul crap. Gotta get those reflexes back. This problem with taking a few days off between recordings. I'd try right. I don't see any obvious indicators of which one would be best. Well, so much for right. It says if we are kind of tail ending this, well, no, left is also not an option. Apparently there's a middle option. If we are kind of tail ending this, feel free to let me know what should take its slot on the channel. I believe the immediate options at the time of this recording are Sea of Stars. We already did Sea of Stars, Chorus, and Straight Lights. Just going back and finishing those playthroughs. There's another one in there that I'm forgetting. I'm sure it'll come to me, but I'm not going to interrupt the whole thing to go double check. Oh, there's a whack-whack tree. I should probably get that before I fuss about it too much. Soon, by the time this whole series rolls out, we haven't had to, start a new game, because new games are more relevant than finishing old series. Normally I would stick it out on the series, but the whole thing where I was sick and there was a giant backlog means a bunch of those series are months dead, if not longer. So it's not like they can lose momentum. Trying to think what else is coming out this year. I think Yeah, Wayfinders late in October sometime. Towers of Gazba was another one that was coming out. Core Keeper. Fast travel up here, I think. It's weird trying to call my YouTube schedule because I switched from recording everything live and uploading it to because I can't always talk for hours on end to doing the pre-recorder. It's now consequently I don't know if I'm talking like 2 months in the future. What was the lore we just picked up? Because I silly did not read that. Commander and the King. Commoner and the King. Azada. Humble herbalist. King Darius fell ill. Azada appeared at the gate and was able to heal her. Isn't Azada the giant snake lady? Azada gave birth to a son. No, it's just very, very, very similar name. It's like, did you accept like the demon snake's help to heal you, and she bore you a son? Wouldn't that son be Varum? Oh God. Not specifically what I was trying to do, but I'll take it. That was less than I would usually expect from a challenger room. Well, we did, guys. We rang the bell. I'm assuming that accomplished something. Oh, I see. It's lit up the top. There's additional bells. Tower of Silence helps the rest of the sovereigns of Persia in the twilight of their carnal life. Carnal usually has other connotations, but I'm sure that's technically valid. 3 days for rationing away the good 3 gons from the heights. When the 3 gons open, okay. That's just kind of... That's the hint for the kind of obvious mechanic. Ow! Okay, that wasn't it. There we go. Maybe there's a more clever way to do that with the teleporty trick, but... Mention. That's a neat trick. believe I've mentioned in previous episodes that the air control is a little weird because I can't change the sensitivity. For instance, in stuff like this. Good God. See, that's just being a blank for the purpose of being a blank. There's no reason that needed to be that tight. And since you don't give me sensitivity to stop my jumps drifting slightly off angle. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that for a coin. The game's lost my interest because of that sort of thing. Of doing those sort of challenges for a coin. I came from the, not technically born, but I had a hand-me-down essentially. I came from the NES era platforming, the one that's renowned for being completely blanks about it. Never would they bother being that tight. There's never like you have to make pixel perfect jumps through. And they had the D-pad control, so they actually could control your specific jump height and stuff. Oops, thought he was going behind me. Oh, there's two of you here. Just do that. Have Athra, will you use it? I see. The thing is, I feel like this game has, like, this thing particularly. It should be doing a lot more creative stuff. Like, I know there was an instant death spike here that, like that, then rather than, ooh, you must jump through the specific pixel directly above this torch. Or you will die. Even though we didn't give you a sensitivity setting, so sometimes you'll just jump off at a slightly off angle. Like, you can accuse me of being pedantic a bit, but I'd probably take an entire, like, same thing there. What is the weirdly specific angle you want to do this at? Oh, that one? Okay. So it's like I take the whole point off that. You might say it's not inconveniencing me that much. Keep in mind, I turned off the settings so they don't instant kill me and wipe me back to the last whack whack tree. Oh, that's... Otherwise, they would be 10 times as obnoxious. Oh, see, I don't know what's the sometimes it's an iframe, sometimes it's not. Situation with the dashes. These are more concrete things to complain about than the haircut of a fictional character. Who in storyline is of completely indeterminate origin. And may have been created by a magical spirit entirely out of nothingness, if I'm thinking. I don't have any super opinions on his haircut, because I don't have any of the knowledge or context to know anything about haircuts. In the real setting that this very fictional setting with, you know, magic ghosts and stuff is loosely interpreted from. Over to the right, it looks like? Yes. I'm going to try and explain the haircut controversy, because I don't understand it. From what I gather, a bunch of people were complaining about a different Ubisoft game and decided to weirdly backtrack their complaints onto this unrelated Ubisoft game. And I'm not even sure which side is which in it, the whole thing. So... The biggest problem with Ubisoft making this game is that room I found that, you know, has the sign that's supposed to be on the other side of the map. I'm like, well, that's AAA designed by committee stuff going on there. That's how you get that sort of thing happening. Because there's like people designing the rooms who are not aware of the sequence of the game. Or you just had people designing extra rooms with out the context of knowing where they'll be in the game. That's how you get rooms that are completely bypassed by the powers that are required to get to them. I think that was probably just a coin up here, if I had to guess. That's AAA in a nutshell. There's too many cooks in the kitchen and they don't all talk to each other, and then you get a room that obviously wants to use the teleporting power to go through a conveyor spike, but it has a giant gaping hole where you can double jump to go up through. And it's been shoved in a spot in the game where you had to have the double jump to get to it. There's something down here. Oh boy, money. Do I have any actual use for money at this point? I think my upgrades, like, it's locked behind the not actually Titanite stuff. Speaking of haircuts, what am I using? else I can do this. Yeah, we'll go with that one for a while. Yeah, we'll take those. That almost looked like I knew what I was doing until I clipped the boulder at the end. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. Totally intentional. I meant to get that loot down there. 1, 2. Freaking. They're not quite Medusa heads, but they're getting close to it. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. I feel like we need to go up. Just because that's the more difficult option. 1. 1, 2. One, 2, and 1. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Should probably be doing that to save arrows. It's not immediately pressing. It's another spot where I'd love to have the dead zone setting. Or motion filtering, stability, whatever you want to call it. On my drawing tablet, it's called motion filtering. Stops it from twitching around with every little shake of your hand. And only deliberate motions. Oh, hi. Down here, I thought it was going to be 2 of the coffin dudes. I haven't fought these guys in a while. Oh wait, there's more. Please get rid of my healing zone. Probably supposed to use my grapple in combat more. That might be why I'm starting to run into a lot of stuff. Fragment of a scattered memory, lost time, as a faint sound of weeping. Speaking of weeping, Sadly, it's time for an episode cut here, so thanks for watching along. We'll see you in the next episode. Remember, if you want to make sure you see that, do the like and subscribe thing at the very least. If you missed any episodes, check out the playlist down below in the description. There's other links there too that'll help support the channel if you go interact with them in various ways. But that's all optional. Thanks for watching though. Thanks for coming out. And we will see you in the next one.